The story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed.
You don't have regular meals, you don't have a place to take a shower, you don't have a place to use the toilet. How degrading. The homeless people are people who are like hidden away anyways, right? And enters another degree of lower existence, right? So things actually got worse. Some people may look at people who are homeless and say, oh, because this is where they want to live, you know. They started bringing an awareness to mental illness, that it does affect people. Yes, people are addicts. It comes from mental illness. It comes from doctors supplying pills that are not needed for pain, you know. It forces people to live in a way that they actually will become homeless. People even like your brother, your sister, your mother, right, your father, they'll end up here, right? COVID-19 actually hit at its peak right in the beginning of spring, right? And this is true, the beginning of spring. Now, it's come full circle, winter. Things have gotten even worse. So imagine our plight when it drops to minus 25 and there's no shelters to go to. And we got the police and the Toronto, the city of Toronto want to take us away from tents. That we have to use candles and light fires in, that we can burn up or something, right? Living in a park that nobody goes to, right? Because they're all at home and they're keeping social distance. A park that's empty, right? A park that the government pays for. And we have a home. We have shelter over our head, right? Because we have caring people who are not the government. They raise money for people to buy tents for us. Right? They're amazing people. That's why we have shelter. They've reduced their capacity to shelter people, like probably 2/3. And even the homeless who had some kind of shelter, a place to use the toilet, a place to take a shower, were forced out on the street. You wanted to use the toilet around here, the businesses aren't going to let you use the toilet, for sure. Even the shelters and the hospice, or whatever they call them, and little drop-ins, they're closed. And you're forced to use the toilet in the laneways. Imagine this, the country of Canada, right? I remember going and asking them for a roll of toilet paper. It's like a soup kitchen. They won't give me toilet paper. This wealthy country, this wealthy province, and you're forced to live like an animal. I don't know what we're going to do in the wintertime. COVID hit in the spring, right? The weather was getting a little warmer, and we survived through the weather because it was, we're able to, because it's warmer in the spring and the summer and the fall. In 1 year, like about 25 people died in downtown Toronto, freezing to death, right? I don't want to see the numbers of the people who are going to freeze to death this year. So we're going to be in the ground. That'll be our social distancing. We'll be 6 feet down instead of 6 feet apart. Homeless people, our people, we come from families, right? We may have mental illness or some addictions, in life, but this is where it brings us, right? And it's tough out here. This is what happens in a broken world, where greed and selfishness and power takes over. We are feeling the effects of COVID, right? In a more extreme way, because we're the forgotten.
The story you are about to hear is true.